Kyle Bradford from Chaparral Motorsports here with Ron from Hinson. Now, Ron, you guys have been doing clutch components for a really long time. You're like the name in the marketplace when it comes to putting an aftermarket clutch on the bike. What are the products you guys do? Just give me a quick, brief history of Hinson Racing and kind of what you guys do.
Well, yeah, going back to 1992, we built our first clutch basket at a time when there wasn't such a thing as an aftermarket clutch basket, but we rode and raced ATVs and broke a clutch basket, and my dad built a stronger piece. It simply started from there. From there we moved on to just, it was all just baby steps, just different parts of the clutch, with inner hubs and pressure plates, and then on to clutch covers.
This is the iconic piece right here. If you have a bike that has one of these on the outside of it, your clutch is golden.
Yes. Yep.
Awesome.
That's the seal of approval.
It is, for sure. Do you guys do anything special to the back side of the cover?
Yes.
Do you guys hold more oil than OEM, or?
Most models do not hold more oil, but we do build this oil spigot system in. So as the oil is being slung around by the clutch and the motor, it's captured here and sent back into the center of the clutch to then be thrown back out. Basically, the more oil you can get through the clutch, the cooler the clutch stays, and the cooler the clutch stays, the longer everything lasts, and is really high performance.
Interesting. Now, as far as the basket goes, what makes the basket unique?
Again, it's all about precision. The fact that all the fiber plates contact all the fingers at the exact same time. Depending upon the model, we incorporate these windows in, which again get oil more to the plates. So what makes the clutch high performance is two things. It's precision and it's oil dynamics. If we can get, by everything being precision, the clutch engages smoother and disengages smoother, and all the way through in between. So if all the parts are precision, when you're releasing the clutch lever, all the parts don't have to find a center. They're already on the same axis, and that's how they engage smooth and positively. Then by doing what we do with oil dynamics, and you can see the holes here in the inner hub is the same thing, and we talked about that with the pressure plate. The more oil we can get to the plates, the better. It helps just keep everything cooler and more consistent.
That's awesome.
Something else we have that's completely unique to the market is this is our Momentum series of clutch basket. It's manufactured from steel, so it's quite a bit heavier than our Bulletproof series of aluminum baskets. The added weight helps smooth out the hit of the motor, makes the bike
So is that like adding a flyweight?
Yes.
Flywheel weight, I should say.
It has a flywheel weight effect. It goes about it a different way.
Right. That's interesting. So I did notice that there's a couple different colors here.
Yes.
Inside a traditional kit, would there be multiple colors, or would they all be the same?
It depends upon the model.
Of course.
But basically, in this case, these internal plates are more aggressive than the external plates. So the plates that are going, directly against the aluminum, a less aggressive plate, helps maintain the wear aspects there.
Okay. And then your steel plates, your steel pieces, how are those different than OEM?
The flatness is what it comes down to. Exceptional flatness. There's steel plates are not rocket science, but honestly, the biggest thing that we do run into, and especially in other aftermarket plates, is the fact that they're not flat, because it takes a lot of quality control to stamp a really good flat plate. At the same time, the fact that the teeth are all precision, so that they, every single tooth contacts the inner hub at the exact same time. If you have a part that's not precision there, it'll put undue wear on any one of the teeth that contact first. Today our biggest segment is clutch plates and springs. We package them conveniently, just like this. We consolidate as many models into as few part numbers as possible, so it makes sense for the dealer to stock. Our steels are made from a high strength material, so that they're less resistant to losing their strength as the motor heats up and cools down.
So as far as the clutch goes, what do we have as far as components? You've got the friction plates, you've got the steel plates, you've got springs, and you've got a basket. What am I missing?
Yep, and we talked about the inner hub, the pressure plate, which holds the clutch springs.
So just as like a basic clutch 101 to the consumer that doesn't really know much about clutches, but there's a starting to slip and they need to replace it. Why is it slipping? What's happening inside there?
Well, the most common cause is that the springs are starting to fail.
Interesting, really? I would have thought it was the plates themselves.
So no, so what? The plates are the victim, the springs are the cause.
Wow. Okay.
Because, as the motors heat up and cool down, especially OEM springs, they can be 20% softer than they were when they were brand new.
20% softer.
And that's why we build our springs out of a high temp material that helps hold that. So now, once the springs start to fail, yes, the plates get worn, and it's a slippery slope from there, which is why we recommend our customers buy the complete kit, because so many customers will walk into the dealership and go, my clutch is slipping, and they just buy plates.
Yeah.
Right. And
happens all the time.
Yeah, happens all the time. And where the springs were really the culprit.
Interesting. So as far as the friction plate goes, like what's this made out of and how does it work?
It's our friction plates they're either a paper or cork material, but we're very adamant in the fact that it's an organic material, because as the clutch plates wear, that it goes into the oil, and that oil is going to your cams and your piston and everywhere in the motor. So an organic material is honestly very important. And it's very important that the clutch hooks up just enough and not too much, because you don't want to break transmissions, or and if the clutch hooks up too hard, it wears out chains and sprockets. There's a really fine balance there in creating a clutch that is aggressive enough to be reliable, but not so aggressive as to damage the rest of the bike, because the Japanese intend, the manufacturers intend for the clutch to be the weak link in the
it's a piece that's designed to wear out, designed to be replaced, and you're right, it's the weak link.
And so that's our challenge, is walking that tightrope of ultra reliable without damaging other parts of the motor.
Perfect. Now, what make models do you cover?
All 4 Japanese, as well as the popular European models, so Honda, Kawasaki, Suzuki.
Are we talking just off-road, or are we talking street as well?
Yeah, our bread and butter is the 250 and 450 models. Really, our biggest customer base is the racer. The person who understands quality and the value of quality, and is abusing their clutch. We do offer everything from 65s to the big bikes as well.
And what's a typical clutch kit cost? I know that it varies model to model, but
starting with our FSC kit of plates and springs, most models retail for $199.99.
It's pretty inexpensive.
Yeah, it's comparable to OE, but a much better product. And so that would be our starting base, and then you can piece the clutch together with the clutch basket, inner hub, pressure plate, clutch cover, and plates and springs. And if you do everything, those kits retail around $1,000. But the great thing about it is most models you can buy just a clutch basket, or you can buy just a inner hub, or just a pressure plate, or just the clutch cover. So these are our cable brackets. By making them out of billet, they're much more rigid. So when you squeeze the clutch lever, it's applying the cable pressure much more efficiently.
And there you go. Ron Hinson has just given us the detailed breakdown of clutches in a very simple and basic form. If you're looking to replace your clutches here, take a look at Hinson Racing products. Top quality products made right here in the USA. I'm Kyle from Chaparral Motorsports. You can take a look at our Hinson products online at chatmoto.com, or you can step into our 160,000 square foot retail showroom, where we've got them on the shelf that you can pick up, take a look at what that product looks like before you make the purchase. Thanks for watching. I'm Kyle. Until next time, take care and ride safe.